Hi, my name is Rachel Van Wickle, and I am a marriage and family therapist with Covenant Family Solutions. Today, I would like to share 5 steps on how to take care of our mental and emotional health during the COVID-19 pandemic. Step 1 is naming our emotions. When considering what unique insight I might be able to provide, I wanted to be sure and acknowledge and normalize whatever emotional state you are in. I think right now a lot of people are feeling very alone in their experiences. Being a therapist that treats individuals, couples, and families, I get a front row seat to people's most intimate experiences. So if you're finding yourself having frequent crying spells, insomnia, or increased irritation and agitation, that can be normal. If you're experiencing hyposomnia or sleeping too much, this seems particularly common in my teenage and young adult clients, lethargy or lack of motivation, that too can be normal. Meanwhile, if you are finding yourself emotionally detached or even apathetic about the pandemic, have no fear, this can also be normal. Whatever you're experiencing, be sure to take a moment to name and recognize the emotion with curiosity, not judgment. The bottom line is that we are all going to have different emotional responses to the current crisis in front of us. As written by author Nicki Peverett, we are in the same storm, but we are not in the same boat. The first step to managing and regulating our emotional state is to tune into what we are feeling. We have to name it to feel it. We have to feel it to heal it. Our second step to managing our mental and emotional health is making sure we are connecting with others. Isolation and loneliness are huge risk factors when it comes to our mental health. Our brains are hardwired for connection, and it is vitally important for our happiness. As we are facing a worldwide pandemic, it is more important than ever that we come together and look after one another. If you're finding yourself feeling lonely, you may ask what sort of connection you are hoping for, and then take action to make that connection happen. It is highly unlikely that a friend or family member will perfectly think of and execute the connection you're hoping for. After all, our loved ones aren't mind readers. Chances are they're hoping for connection too. Don't be afraid to initiate the kind of connection you hope to receive. Taking charge of your own happiness and well-being is empowering and can give you an opportunity to meet your own needs. This is an excellent thing to model to our children, friends, and other loved ones. Additionally, you are also given the chance to serve someone else. Research tells us that when we serve or give to others, we release oxytocin, which elevates our mood and counteracts the effects of cortisol, a stress hormone. Furthermore, the higher the level of oxytocin in your brain, the more you want to help others. Seeking and creating connection is not just good for others, it's good for you. Our third step is to up our coping skills game. Coping skills are the tools or techniques we use to manage stressful situations, handle difficult emotions, and maintain a sense of internal order. What I'm finding with the people that I work with is that a lot of typical coping skills people use are no longer accessible to them. For example, the gyms are closed, they can't get together with friends, or they're unable to watch their favorite sporting event, or even window shop at their favorite stores. When coping skills are removed from our lives, we have 2 options. The first option is to think of the next best thing. Loved the gym? Try working out at home. Missing out on nights out with friends? Set up a game night over Zoom. The second option is for those who are feeling disappointed by the next best thing. For some, it can feel a little bit like eating an apple when all you wanted was an apple pie. Sometimes being in the presence of their second choice just leaves feelings of wanting the real thing. If this is the case for you, you can consider what need was being met via your initial coping skill and try to think of a completely different way to meet that need. For example, if getting that workout at the gym was a major source of endorphins and those home workouts just leave you feeling frustrated, try another way to get those endorphins going. Watch a comedy or dance in your kitchen while cooking your favorite foods. We are all having to get creative with coping skills, but don't give up if your favorite ones aren't currently available. Try something new, something out of the box or different, and you may be surprised to find a new favorite technique. The fourth step is to look for opportunities to make the ordinary extraordinary. Our lives are currently filled with a lot of redundancy and repetition, but there are some simple ways you can mix things up to add greater meaning and connection in your life. Take a completely routine part of your life and infuse it with meaning. We've watched this happen in our neighborhood where people have added hearts to their windows and doors, making a typical walk around the block fun for everyone as they search for the hearts and people's artful creations. In our family, we have 2 small children and have turned weekend bath night into what we call baby spa. We put the kids in the bath, heat up their towels in the dryer, and when they come out, we treat them to nail clippings, hair brushing, and lavender lotion along with little foot and hand massages. It helps us feel connected as a family, it pampers the kids, and makes what used to feel like a chore and an endless sea of days into something special and fun. We heard of others adding things like Takeout Tuesday to their week to relieve the pressure of cooking and support the local economy. Or extended families visiting via creative methods such as Zoom or on their lawns 6 feet apart. Creative moments can take the ordinary to extraordinary as we add novelty and meaning into our everyday lives. Lastly, our fifth step is to find or create something to look forward to. Many people have found their travel plans and other major events and celebrations have been canceled. It is natural to feel disappointed and to even be experiencing feelings of grief regarding these losses. At this point in time, it will likely take conscious effort to create something to look forward to. Positive anticipation can lead to thinking more optimistically about the future, can distract us from difficult moments, and can motivate us when we feel like we want to give up. I have noticed on social media the use of the hashtag #CelebrateEverything. I think this concept is particularly genius in this current crisis. Google a National Day calendar to find fun things to celebrate with your friends or family. Spend extra time and attention on making birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, or other major milestones special. If you're feeling low on creative energy, write out a list of all the things you want to do as soon as the COVID-19 restrictions are completely lifted. What have you been missing out on that you can't wait to do sometime in the future? Make a plan to save money or time off from work to make that dream a reality. Psychologist Ryan Howes said, "We can see the toil and struggle of today paying off with meaningful outcomes later. If you believe that today's toil will be worth it in the end, it makes it much more tolerable to endure the hard times." I hope these tips help you feel a bit more in control of your experience during COVID-19 and guides you in a helpful way. Remember, we are all in the same storm, but are in different boats. It's okay if your process looks different from another person. Be sure to acknowledge and name your emotions, connect with others, utilize your coping skills, work to make the ordinary extraordinary, and create something to look forward to in the future. If you're feeling particularly overwhelmed at this time and are struggling with tasks of daily living, experiencing depressive or suicidal states, panic attacks, or other distressing symptoms, please reach out for help. You don't have to go through this alone. Our team at Covenant Family Solutions is here for you, and we are prepared to support you in any way that we can. If you or a loved one are in need of an appointment, you can view our locations, hours, and therapists at covenantfamilysolutions.com. Thank you and take care.